Hey, what's good with YouTube? This is your boy Rojo. You already know, man. This is the Rojo Room. Today I'm going to respond to a video by my homie Dubs, man. If you guys don't follow Big Dubs B, make sure you do. It's a real one. Now check it out. Now Dubs says he received some threatening messages. Now check it out. There's a lot of people who tend to get a little big for their britches and talk about things that they're not capable of, right? You got to understand where Dubs comes from, where I come from, Big Boxer, Cricket from Chronicles, Mundo. It's a for real world with real world consequences, real world gangsterism. Any individual who's going to pose some kind of threat, it has to be taken with a grain of salt. Nobody that's about that action is going to make threats on social media. Everybody understands the technology, the investigation, the such and such forensic fucking computer, history, analytics, blah, 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 whatever. They're not going to do that, bro. They're professionals. Now, who is not professionals is somebody with little soft feelings that gets their feelings hurt behind what another individual says. And they ain't going to do nothing. They're going to talk and do all this and that. Trolls, keyboard warriors, cell soldiers, S and Y. It's all the same thing. You ain't going to do nothing. I find it funny. I've got messages too, throughout this last year and a half that I've had a channel. They're going to get you. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And very well likely they might give it a shot. And, that's something that, you may or may not have to encounter and deal with, and it may come out favorably, it may not. But they're not going to talk mess to you. They're going to creep you, and they're going to do what they need to do. And that's to be expected because of the level of people who we associated with. It's not a game, it's not a laughing matter, and it's not something that anybody with any kind of real gangster DNA in their system is going to do. And that's just facts. You know what I mean? So all the little threats and do you think you're going to intimidate someone in real life? You're not. It doesn't happen. Do you think motherfuckers are not going to say how they feel and continue to do their thing on YouTube or whatever because some individual out there may think he's going to scare somebody? Dude, you ain't going to scare nobody, bro. I've had conversations with, the group that I came up with. You know what I mean? And that's not how the conversations go. They're not going to, do this or else, or you better watch your back. It's not like that. It's like, hey, with all due respect, could you maybe take that video down because of this, and that? And you know what I do? Take that shit down. Because for one, I'm not on here to offend anybody. I'm on here just to tell little stories and hopefully, have people realize that unless they're fully 100% totally committed all the way down to their bone marrow, this may not be the life for you. Because we all know how it ends. Them gentlemen sitting back there on them level 4 yards and, formerly in the shoe and whatnot, no matter where they're from, they know it as well in their core. So we're not saying nothing that is wrong. You know what I mean? And we're actually doing them a favor by potentially weeding out those who just aren't cut out for that. You know what I mean? Because, you got to understand with the lifestyle, there's going to be sacrifices. And, the incentives are far, far outweighed by the sacrifices you're going to endure. So, the reason I even brought this up is because, like, all threats and trollings and comments and emails or whatever talking about you better, you better, you better, cut it out, man. You're gonna give yourself arthritis typing that stuff, man, because nobody pays attention to it. It's comical. Like, if you think you're gonna run up on, you know, myself, a individual like Dubs, and Dubs has nothing to do with this conversation. I'm not saying he's out there promoting, animosity, cricket, any of them guys. They're not trying to do none of that. What we're doing is we're just telling our stories. You know what I mean? And a lot of individuals are way more discreet about what they say. You know what I mean? And Dubs is definitely one of them because, he's not trying to cross any kind of boundaries. You know what I mean? And that's the homie, bro. Dubs is dope, bro. Like, that's my boy, for real. And I know what he's about. He's with the business. And if you think you're going to intimidate somebody like him or any of the other gentlemen I've already mentioned, I mean, you're tripping. Like, it's like trying to tell the cops, you better not raid my house. Like, you think anybody cares about your opinion? Real motherfuckers will get at you. You'll be on here and you might discuss something and somebody might have some questions, somebody might have some concerns, and they'll get at you. But the way they get at you is on a professional level. Because they're smart enough to know, man, if you come at somebody foul, you're going to get foul shot right back at you. You know what I mean? So all the little threats, all the little whoop-de-whoops and, hurt feelings and, differences of opinion are irrelevant. But save all the threats, bro. It's like nobody cares. Nobody's going to alter anything they do behind a message. We're speaking the message we want to speak. And when real individuals are offended, we will take it into consideration. But there's a difference between a real motherfucker and somebody trying to pump fear. Like, come on, bro. Does anybody seem scared in real life? That all that gang banging on the internet and cell soldiering and empty threats. Bro, come on, man. It's comical. You know what I'm saying? You ain't making nobody run in their house and disconnect their Wi-Fi and shut down their YouTube channel because you feel like you're tough that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I found it comical, man. I enjoyed Dubs' video, bro. I was laughing, bro, because, I've been there and I know how people get down. Empty promises I know you've made many times before. And you're going to break each one of them because you ain't going to do nothing. You know what I mean? The real ones, they get at us. I promise you. Extremely active people get at us all the time. And it's 100% respectful because they're professional. So don't yip you out. Nobody cares. At the end of the day, we're just going to laugh at you, man. It's your boy Rojo. It's the Rojo Room. Just a quick one. I wanted to touch on that. I'll be live in a little while, man. Y'all have a good one.